Want to stay informed about critical health issues and protect yourself and your loved ones? Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter and share this article with your friends and family. Awareness is the first step in prevention, and your actions can help spread vital knowledge. Together, we can make a difference in reducing the risk of deadly diseases like rabies. The rabies virus, Rabies lyssavirus, belongs to the Rhabdoviridae family and is a severe pathogen that primarily affects the central nervous system of mammals, including humans. It is a single-stranded RNA virus with a distinctive bullet-like shape. Rabies is a zoonotic disease, meaning it can be transmitted from animals to humans, usually through bites or scratches. Although the virus can be found in various regions, it is most common in parts of the world with inadequate vaccination programs for domestic animals. Transmission occurs mainly through the bite of an infected animal, often dogs, bats, or raccoons. Once the virus enters the body, it travels through the peripheral nervous system and ultimately reaches the brain, where it causes inflammation and severe neurological symptoms. The disease is nearly always fatal once clinical symptoms appear, but early intervention with post-exposure treatment can prevent the progression of the infection. Vaccination of both animals and humans who have been exposed is the key to preventing rabies outbreaks. Rabies symptoms and disease progression. Rabies symptoms typically begin with mild, flu-like signs, including fever, headache, malaise, and discomfort at the site of the bite or scratch. Early symptoms may be easily mistaken for other common viral infections, which often leads to a delay in diagnosis and treatment. As the virus spreads to the central nervous system, more severe neurological symptoms develop, including anxiety, confusion, and agitation. In the later stages of the disease, more specific symptoms appear. Hydrophobia, fear of water, is a hallmark of rabies due to difficulty swallowing, which can result in spasms of the throat muscles. As the infection progresses, paralysis sets in, often beginning at the site of the initial bite and spreading to other parts of the body. This paralysis can lead to respiratory failure and coma. The disease advances rapidly, with death usually occurring within days or weeks after the onset of symptoms. Rabies is one of the few diseases with a 100% mortality rate once clinical symptoms appear. However, if immediate medical intervention is sought, including the administration of the rabies vaccine and immunoglobulin after exposure, the disease is preventable. Early treatment is crucial for survival, which is why anyone who has been bitten or scratched by an animal suspected of having rabies should seek medical attention without delay. Prevention of rabies. Key strategies. The most effective way to prevent rabies in both animals and humans is through vaccination. Vaccinating domestic animals, especially dogs and cats, is crucial, as they are the primary sources of transmission to humans in many parts of the world. Ensuring that pets are vaccinated regularly not only protects them but also helps control the spread of the virus within communities. In some regions, vaccination campaigns targeting wildlife, such as raccoons and bats, are also implemented to reduce the overall risk. For humans, the best preventive measure after a potential exposure to rabies is post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP. This involves a series of rabies vaccines and, in some cases, the administration of rabies immune globulin, RIG, to help the body fight off the virus. PEP must be started as soon as possible after exposure to be effective. It is especially important for individuals who are at higher risk of exposure, such as veterinarians, animal handlers, or people traveling to areas with high rabies incidence. Rabies awareness and education also play a significant role in prevention. Public health initiatives aimed at educating communities about the importance of vaccinating pets, avoiding contact with stray animals, and seeking immediate medical attention after a potential exposure are essential in reducing the spread of the virus. By taking these preventive steps, the risk of rabies can be significantly minimized, preventing unnecessary deaths and improving public health globally. Rabies treatment, post-exposure, and emergency care. Once a person has been exposed to rabies through a bite, scratch, or saliva from an infected animal, immediate treatment is crucial for survival. Post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP, is the standard treatment, which involves a series of rabies vaccinations administered over a period of time. This treatment works by stimulating the immune system to produce antibodies that will fight off the virus before it can reach the central nervous system and cause irreversible damage. In addition to the rabies vaccine, rabies immune globulin, RIG, may also be administered to individuals who have had a high-risk exposure. RIG provides immediate passive immunity by supplying ready-made antibodies that can neutralize the virus at the site of the bite or scratch. The combination of the vaccine and RIG is highly effective at preventing rabies if started promptly, ideally within 24 hours of exposure. It's important to note that once clinical symptoms of rabies appear, such as agitation, paralysis, or hydrophobia, the disease is almost always fatal and no effective treatment exists at that point. This highlights the importance of timely intervention following potential exposure. Prompt administration of the rabies vaccine and immune globulin after exposure significantly increases the chances of survival, making quick action a matter of life or death. Impact and mortality of rabies. Global challenges. Rabies is a nearly 100% fatal disease once symptoms appear, making it one of the deadliest viral infections known to humankind. Despite this, rabies is preventable through vaccination and prompt post-exposure treatment. However, many regions, particularly those with limited healthcare resources, still face a significant burden of rabies cases. In these areas, the virus is often transmitted by stray dogs or wild animals, leading to thousands of human deaths each year, especially in sub-Saharan Africa and Asia. The global mortality rate for rabies remains high, with an estimated 59,000 deaths annually, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. The vast majority of these deaths occur in developing countries where access to timely medical care and vaccination is limited. In many cases, the virus spreads unnoticed in rural areas where domestic animals are not regularly vaccinated and humans may have limited access to healthcare services. In these regions, rabies remains a major public health issue. Efforts to control and eliminate rabies are ongoing through mass vaccination campaigns for animals, awareness programs for communities, and better access to medical care for those at risk. Increasing vaccination coverage in domestic and wild animals, as well as improving access to post-exposure prophylaxis in underserved areas, are essential strategies for reducing rabies-related deaths globally. The challenge lies in reaching all populations, ensuring early intervention, and ultimately eradicating this preventable disease. Stay informed and help make a difference in the fight against rabies. By subscribing to our newsletter, you can stay up to date on important health topics and preventative measures to protect yourself and others. Share this article with your friends and family to spread awareness about the importance of rabies prevention and early treatment. Together, we can help reduce the impact of this deadly disease and ensure a healthier, safer future for everyone.